Hello, today we're going to make some roasted vegetables with vegan polenta and a tahini lemon sauce. For our vegetables, we're going to use a small butternut squash, a red onion, some Yukon Gold potatoes. We're using 5 because they're kind of small, 2 red bell peppers, 1 large sweet potato, 2 tablespoons of rosemary, 1 tablespoon of thyme, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, some fresh ground black pepper, and some no salt seasonings to taste. For our polenta, we're going to use 4 cups of water, or you can use low sodium vegetable broth. We're going to use low sodium vegetable broth in ours. 1 cup of cornmeal, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder plus 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a 1/4 cup of non-dairy milk, about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil, and then some no salt seasonings and black pepper to taste. And last, for our tahini lemon sauce, we're going to start with 3/4 cup of sesame tahini, 5 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 or 3 tablespoons of garlic minced, about a 1/4 cup of parsley chopped, some red cayenne pepper, some no salt seasonings, and some fresh ground pepper to taste. So now let's get started. Alright, we're going to start by preparing our vegetables to roast them. We're going to start with our butternut squash. I'm going to peel our squash. And we're just going to continue this till we get the peel off all the way around. Alright, we've got our butternut squash all peeled, so we're going to take and trim the ends off. Toss them aside. Now we're going to stand it up on one end and cut it right straight down the middle. Now we've got it cut down the middle, we're going to take a spoon and take the seeds out of it, like so. Okay, now we've got it split and our seeds out. We're going to slice this into about 1/2 inch thick slices, maybe 3/8 thick slices. And now we've got it in slices, we're going to cube it up. And now we're going to continue this process till we have all of our butternut squash cut into cubes. Okay, now we got our butternut squash done. We've scrubbed the skins on our Yukon Gold potatoes. And now we're going to cube these up the same way into like 1/2 inch cubes or bite-sized pieces. And now we're just going to continue this process till we get through all of our potatoes. Okay, I've got my Yukon potatoes all diced up. Now I'm going to move on to the sweet potato. Okay, the first thing we're going to do with our sweet potato is to peel it. Okay, we've got our sweet potato all peeled, and I give it a quick rinse after that. Just wanted to let you know we're using a Japanese sweet potato, so it had a really bright red skin and it's got white flesh to it. So now we got it all peeled and rinsed. We're going to cut the ends off, set them aside, and then we're going to go ahead and cut these up into 1/2 inch cubes like we did all the rest of the vegetables so far. Okay, now we're just going to continue this process till we get them all cubed up.
Now that we have our potatoes diced up, we're going to work on our red peppers. So we're just going to take our red pepper, slice it right in half. And we're just going to take the stem out by pulling it out along with the seeds. Do the same with the other half. I'm going to pull the stem out along with the rest of the seeds inside. Then we're going to give these a quick rinse. Next we're going to dice these up into half-inch pieces. Then we're going to continue chopping our red peppers up into half-inch pieces and set aside. Lastly, we're going to move to our onion. We're going to cut the ends off. I'm just going to peel the outer layer. Then we're going to cut it in half. Cut it in half once more. Then we're just going to cut it in half and quarter them, just like so. Then we're just going to separate the onion, just like this. And we're going to continue doing this with the rest of the onion and set aside.
Okay, now that we have all our vegetables all chopped up, ready to go in, first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and get that started. And then we're going to make up our dressing for our vegetables. To make the dressing, it's going to be very simple. We're going to add our olive oil and our balsamic vinegar, our rosemary and thyme, and then some fresh ground black pepper, and some no salt seasonings. And we're just going to give this a quick whisk. Get it all mixed together. Now we're going to set this aside. Alright, now we're ready to put all this together. So we're going to take all our vegetables and toss them in our large roasting pan. As we were doing this, we decided we wanted to add some more protein, so we grabbed a 29-ounce can of no-salt chickpeas, drained and rinsed, and we're going to throw them in with our vegetables and roast them along with them. Now that we have our vegetables in, we're going to add our dressing in. And we're going to toss this around and try to get all the vegetables well coated. I'm going to use my hands. You can use a spoon, whatever you prefer. Just continue mixing till you make sure all your vegetables are coated. Make sure that they're all separated. Make sure all your onions are separated and the potatoes don't stick together. And then just kind of level them out. And now we're going to put this in the oven at 425 degrees. We're going to cook this for probably 40 to 50 minutes, stirring every 10 minutes until all your vegetables are tender.
While your veggies are roasting, we're going to work on our polenta. So in a large pot, we're going to add 4 cups of your veggie broth. Then we're going to bring this to a simmer. Once you've brought your veggie broth to a simmer, we're going to take a whisk and add in our cornmeal a little bit at a time, constantly whisking. Alright, once we've added the last of the cornmeal into the mixture, we're going to continuously stir this until it becomes thickened. It should take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. And make sure you're on low heat. Alright, once your polenta has thickened up, like so, before we take it off the heat, we're going to add our olive oil, our nutritional yeast and garlic powder, vegan milk of your choice. We're using flax milk, some no salt seasonings to taste, and some freshly ground black pepper. Give this a quick mix, take it off the heat, and set aside. Now we're going to start on our tahini lemon sauce. Using a blender, I'm going to add in the tahini, garlic, lemon juice. Then we're going to cover this up and blend until smooth. And it shouldn't take long, but it should look something like that. Then we're going to put the cover back on. Take this little cover out and put your blender at low speed. You can add a little bit of the water until the desired consistency is reached. Should look something like this. Now we're going to transfer this to a bowl. Next we're going to mix in our spices. We're going to add a little bit of cayenne red pepper, some no salt seasonings, your chopped up parsley, and some fresh ground pepper. Then we're going to give this a mix. Then we're going to give this a quick taste and adjust for any seasonings and set aside. Now that we have our polenta, roasted veggies, and our sauce done, it's time for assembly. So we're going to start with a little bit of the polenta and serve it on a plate. Then we're going to add some of our roasted veggies, good spoonful of it. Then we're going to top it off with our tahini lemon sauce. Just going to do a drizzle on top. And there you have it. Roasted vegetables on a bed of polenta with a lemon tahini sauce. Eat and enjoy!
We hope you enjoyed our video,
If you did, please subscribe.
and feel free to leave a comment below.
Or you can click on the videos from last week.
Bye!
Bye!